Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond. Welcome back. Welcome to the podcast. This is third time's a charm. Had some technical fucking difficulties, but things seem to be going good now. The time is now. It was all leading up to this moment. Your entire life, my entire life has been leading up to right fucking now to tell you guys what the fuck has been up. So, last weekend, I went on like a day trip with my girlfriend and I showed her all of the music that I've been working on for the past little bit that I've been talking about and my like EP and just the demos that I have. And she goes, "This is great. This is great." And she is like helping me come up with ideas and talking to me about it and listening and asking questions. And this was so special because like my girlfriend is obviously the person that I'm closest to in the entire world. And I didn't realize for how big of a part that music and my creative life is in my life. I didn't fucking talk about it with anybody. I don't talk about it with fucking anybody. I don't have any friends that make music. I don't have many friends, period. My family doesn't really get it or just wouldn't know what to say. And I don't know if they're a little weirded out by it or what. They just don't get it. And then it was like, even my girlfriend, I just didn't even realize that I was not talking about this at all. And I've been trying to open up to her about it. And she's been so receptive. And she likes what I'm doing. And it's like, that's enough for me right there. Is like, I feel understood by someone that I love, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very privileged for. And yeah, it was just surprising to me that like, I haven't been vulnerable. I haven't let people in to see me. And then I'm living in this world where it's like, I perceive everything as like rejection and me being misunderstood when it's like I was not being vulnerable about who I am. I just wasn't showing who I was. I wasn't being myself. I wasn't showing people my cards and like being honest about what was important or what I was thinking about, you know. If I'm thinking about music or something or like my art shit, I'm usually just keeping that down and trying to just like get through the day or just like, oh, I don't want to be weird or like take the conversation or like I don't want people to think that I'm like some hoity-toity fucking artist, piece of shit, asshole, whatever. Just like, and that's such bullshit because no one has ever reacted to me that way. No one has ever I've never told someone that I make music and they go, ugh. I tell people that I make music and they go, yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. I bet it's good. And then I play it for them and it fucking is. But it's just so important to, you know, open up to the people, to people you can trust, people that you already trust, and opening up to them is just so fucking valuable. And yeah, I just want to, so that was my weekend, is just like really just some time to connect, you know, not have work and just be ourselves and go on a little mini vacay, a little mini day trip. And I got to show her these parts of me. And we got to talk about it. And that's something that I haven't enjoyed in a long time. And as we're talking on our way home, she's like, you got to just go into a studio. You have to just go. These are great ideas. These are hits. You need to go to a studio and you need to record these. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I've called some places. They didn't get back to me. That was a few months ago. I just, you know, I don't know if I blah, blah, blah. Excuse. And, you know, I'm saying all this while we're driving home. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, maybe, you know, I'm trying to, but, and then she just goes, this studio is near us, clicks the call button, and then hands it to me. And I'm like, you know, I can't say no, I'm driving. And I'm like, And then I was like, hey, want to set up some time for blah, blah, blah? And they're like, yeah. Then I was like, oh, that was easy. And fast forward to this week, I fucking went. And rewind a day, I was so nervous to go, I was having like a fucking like little bit of a breakdown the day before I went because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want anybody to see. I like, oh my God, like blah, blah, blah. Just like scared. I don't even know what I'm scared of. Half of the time that I'm scared, it's it so doesn't make any sense that I can't even pinpoint what I'm scared of. Cause like, what the fuck was I scared of about going to a studio session where I'd already sent the guy a demo and he said that it was dope? Like, that doesn't sound like a fucking scary situation to me. Um, but it just harkens back to this is just like something that I'm finally overcoming. You know, I've been releasing music since I was like about 10 years. About 10 years is when I released my first thing ever on SoundCloud, just a beat. And I was so self-conscious. So self-conscious. I remember I would make music on my iPhone and I was with my first girlfriend ever when I was a teenager, and I wouldn't let anybody listen to it. My first however many years of making music, I would not let anyone listen to it. And I fucking well, that's not completely true, but we'll go back to that. But I was so scared of new people hearing my music. And so like my girlfriend, obviously I want to impress her, and so I'm like making this beat, working on it myself, you know, I want to show her when it's done, and she's sitting next to me in the car and she's like, "Oh, I can hear it like bleeding through your headphones and it sounds really good." And I go, "Oh, fuck. Oh." And then I go, "Oh, fuck, it's not ready. You weren't supposed to hear it." And I have a breakdown. I have like a little bit of a breakdown, tantrum, just whatever, spaz, whatever you want to call it. Because I have a huge fear of being misunderstood. And sort of the thing is that like, yeah, I'm going to be misunderstood if I don't take the time to make myself understood. But anyways, that's just an example of just like this perfectionism and like, oh, this isn't done yet. This isn't right. Oh, don't judge me by it. Don't think that this is me. I had a lot of that going into this. I was just so worried and I felt like such an imposter. I'm like, who the fuck do I think I am to go into a studio? Fucking real artists go into studios. I'm just some fucking dumbass that makes shit on his computer and fucking, you know, doesn't live an interesting life and just can't do anything right. Like, fuck, I'm such a loser. Like, why would anyone listen to anything that I have to make? But I went through with the grace of God, and because my girlfriend is so supportive and she's been supporting me a lot lately, and she was like, you got to just go. So we set up this time and I go, and it's awesome. Long story short, I don't even know what else to say. It's awesome. It's awesome. It feels fucking amazing being in a studio. I went to school for that shit, so it was like, oh yeah, I spent like dozens of hours in studios, like in my early 20s. Like this isn't new to me. I feel comfortable in this environment, and I feel comfortable talking to people who give a fuck about music. And it was really great. Probably the best part of showing this shit to my girlfriend and showing this shit to this new producer engineer that I'm going to be working with. So he goes, I see the vision. Or they're like, I can, like, this isn't recorded great. Obviously, I'm using this same fucking microphone to try and my singing voice that already fucking sucks. He's like, I know the recordings aren't perfect, but the ideas are there, and I can see that, and I know it can be good, polished. And I'm like, oh. That feels like fucking magic. To feel understood. And do you know what the cost of feeling understood was? Trying to make yourself understood. And being willing to be vulnerable. And there's still a lot of areas in my life, like specifically like familial relationships and like certain newer friendships, where I'm scared to do that. and I have a guard up, and I can feel it. I can feel it. I get a guard up, and then I turn into like a different person. Like I start talking different, and I start just not even being myself. I'm just imposturing whatever I think the other person wants me to be. And that fucking blows. But in this one area of my life, I can make myself understood. I can never explain to a stranger like perfectly every single detail. I can't rehearse every single conversation. I can't make every single like description of who I am and what I believe and what I think and my taste. I can't put that into words perfectly to someone who doesn't know me, except with music. Except with music. I showed it to a stranger, and I showed it to, people who haven't seen that side of me in a long time, and they go, I get it. This is you. This is you. This is you. You made this, but it is you. It's not even like, it's like I'm showing them what I am more than I'm showing them what I made. I am what I make in a lot of ways. And yeah, so that was a pretty good experience. Now it's like, fuck, okay. Yeah, I mean, he really fucked with it. He was like, this is awesome. This is original. It doesn't sound like anything. I can hear some of the, I'm thinking like Kanye. Like, I can hear that sort of influence. And like, this sounds super original. And I think people will like it. And he even went so far as to give me a deal. He was like, honestly, I would charge like this, but I know that money's tight, and I just want to work on this with you. I think it'd be fun to work on this with you, so I'll bring the price down for that. And I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. And then another thing, I counted all of my tip money that I have, and perfectly, I don't know how long I've been saving it, but when I took the time to count it, I had like $40, and magically, fucking $80 an hour. So this is paying for half of my first studio session. That just seems like such a synchronicity to me that I stayed away from studios for so long because I'm fucking broke and I don't fucking have money. I don't fucking have money. I just don't fucking have extra money. I don't have fucking extra money to do fun shit for myself or do that much fun shit for me and my girlfriend or to buy myself fucking nice shit. Like, I just am trying to basically the past few years I've been trying to work. I've just been trying to get by so I can put as much mental energy into figuring out my artistic voice. And that has been worth it. But now it's like, let's fucking gamble, man. Let's put let's put money where your mouth is. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I'm going to put my fucking money where my mouth is. I'm going to put money where my mic is, bitch. Like, I'm doubling down. I'm tripling down. I'm going all in. I am raising the stakes. Fucking boom. I don't know. I'm gambling on myself. Is that crazy? I don't know. Maybe it is. Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. But I'm pretty fucking hyped about that. I'm not going to lie. And, it's funny. Also, like the day before, I was like, man, this song isn't shit. Because, like, the day I showed my girlfriend and, like, that weekend, I was like, this is great. This is a hit. My girlfriend can see that. I can see it. This is fucking undeniable. And then like, I kept on listening to my song and I was like, oh my God, this isn't shit. This feels like, this is so trash. No one gives a fuck. This is such a waste of time. And so I'm just trying to get used to like that cycle. Because I used to just like accept it and be like, oh, well, I'm sick of this song, so that means it's shit. But like, no, it means some other thing. It means that I'm fucking bored or tired or there's something else wrong with my life. at that point, or I just need to show it to a new pair of eyes because I get this producer. I probably may have heard this term if you make music, but just demo-itis. Just when you're listening to the demo over and over again, and then you just get sick of it, or you just get like, oh, well, this is good enough, and like it's good, and like I'll just leave it as it is, and just kind of, I don't know, whatever, just work on something new, like whatever, like let's just leave it alone. That's totally what I had, and yeah, it's great. Things are going great. Things are going great, and another thing that was interesting is just like I am so not used to celebrating myself, celebrating wins, and I'm really trying to learn that. Because I had a great time the hour that I was at this guy's studio. I was like, it was so tight, listening to my music on good speakers, hearing someone with over a decade of experience tell me that my shit is tight and that this is good. Like, and that I am obviously very musical and disciplined and talented. I am talented. That is awesome. And then I leave this, and then I go into my car, and I just total dopamine drop. And I just have no idea where to go with it. It's so hard. But I'm trying. What I did then, and what I'm gonna try and make more of a habit of, is just like fucking calling a friend. I just need to call a friend at that time because I felt so low. Because it's like, I don't know. I don't even get it. I don't even really get it. But just like trying my best to just celebrate myself and just be like, you fucking did it. That's what part of this is, to be honest. This is the most I've celebrated myself, is just doing this and talking about it. And yeah, I called a friend. I called my best friend, and I was like, yo, the X, Y, and Z happened, and then he was telling me about his fucking shit. That's his fucking, the shit that he's on and his path, and he's making moves, and like we inspired each other to like keep making these moves towards our respective paths, and it's like sharing that helped so much. But still, I really don't know how to celebrate myself. I really don't know how to take the time to really make myself feel appreciated. And maybe that's a win. Or not a win, but just like a lot of these things that inhibit me are also two sides of a coin, where it's like, well, that shit keeps me hungry and makes me, keep on relentlessly pursuing this shit. And that's true, and that's good. But also, I think I should feel good in my life every once in a while. I don't think I should be just completely like, like sad all the time, or like disappointed in myself, or just like, I think that I should, at times when it's appropriate, feel great to be myself. I feel like the key word is when it's appropriate, because sometimes I'll be celebrating myself way too hard, and it's like, bruh, all you did was fucking sit on your ass all day, and because I've like whatever, I feel like I'm the king of the world, and it's like, okay, maybe dial it down a little bit. So it's like moderation and timing and whatever. But the other thing, I'm trying to just like stay in the gym, just make that part of it. I'm trying to like, I'm so hyped on this studio time that like I'm just trying to make this like week leading up to it, just trying to have just what the fuck do I want to put into this? I have the song, the structure, that's all there. Now what's left is the performance. What the fuck do I want to put into this performance? I want this discipline. So I've just been trying to like design my life to be congruent with the version of myself that I want to share through my art. if that makes sense. So I've been staying in the gym, doing that, working on my, just exercising and getting out of the house and being in crowded, uncomfortable fucking places. And, I've been calling friends and trying to do that, and, trying to eat better and eat more frequently because I struggle with that sometimes. And then I like skated for the first time in a while, and it's like, yeah, this is what and I've been reading. I've been reading a bunch. I love to read. And it's like, yeah, this is fucking awesome, and that's what I want to put into my music. So yeah, and I'm trying to write more. It's still a little difficult just because I have some like blocks with it, as I've talked about on here before, where it's just like, oh fuck, I'm not fucking at the club, I'm not fucking, going out, I'm not, woo, whatever. But like, there's beauty in my life the way that it is, and it's probably a pretty relatable beauty. So yeah, and then like this has also just helped, just like even just visiting the studio, even before during the studio time, like help my perspective because I've been so depressed. Okay, let's not laugh about this. I've been really depressed about my financial situation and specifically my employment situation. And I've been trying for years to figure something out. Something that I'm just not embarrassed of. And now I'm like, fuck it. I'll work at a fucking, in fast food. I'll fucking do whatever I need to because I just need to work to get money to pay for studio time. Like, it's not that deep. I'm not my fucking job. Like, what I do outside of my job is who I am. That's all it is. That's just how I get money. People fucking strip and fucking, do adult content for money. Why am I people do that and they have no reason to be ashamed of that, and I respect people who do anything for money. People fucking sell drugs for money. People fucking do a million illegal things, a million illegal crazy things for money, and especially to support, creative interests. Like, that's kind of what a lot of people have to do, is just do crazy shit that people don't want to do. And so it's like, if there's people doing that and I respect them, why can't I give myself respect for working like a day job that works for me, that works for my schedule, and keeps my mind free enough that I'm able to be at the point where I am now, where I'm like excited and prepared to show what I have to the world. And preparation has been really interesting because it's like, I thought I was just like, I don't even know. But like, I'm really glad that I didn't begin, that this is going to be really, truly the beginning of my artistic career. What I'm doing right now is the beginning of my artistic career. I was rapping in my late teens and early 20s. I'm glad I didn't fucking platform myself, and glad I took some time to figure out who the fuck I was before I just talked out of my ass and said shit that I regret. Like, I've been patient, even though a lot of it was, now I can look back and be like, I've been patient and waiting until I have the right thing, versus in the moment it just is like fear and perfectionism. But like, now it's like, I have prepared myself. I've set myself up for success, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful that I feel like I can stand behind what I'm gonna say. The lyrics that I'm writing, I feel like I can stand behind that, which is cool. And there's some songs that I did when I was a lot younger that I can't stand by anymore. That was like angsty fucking edgelord shit, and I'm glad that I didn't try and make a career on that, and that I'm trying to just, I figured out who I was, and I'm just trying to be that person. Probably the biggest area of my life that I feel like fraudulent in is just the way I dress. Cause like as you can see on here from watching me, I have like a whole thing. I have like a whole thing, and I just have not taken any time to in my adult life invest in presenting myself in a way that feels authentic. Cause like this is normie core. I like to I justify it or I make myself laugh by thinking like, this is my fucking Clark Kent. I'm just Clark Kented out. This isn't really me, guys. I'm not fucking baseball cap in a hoodie. That's just my Clark. I'm on my Clark Kent shit. Okay, I'm a secret superhero. Okay, that's what this is, right? That's my justification for it. But like, honestly, it's like I deserve to feel good in my own skin and in my own outfits and clothes, and that's like an outlet of my creative expression that I've been neglecting. Neglecting because it's inherently vulnerable and it is literally external. It is literally the externalization of my outside self. Of my inside self rather. And yeah, that's scary, but whatever. Um Oh yeah, I'm just trying to I talked about this last time, still just trying to journal, trying to just stay consistent with that, just trying to stay consistent with journaling and doing this. And man, oh man, the full moon is coming up soon as fuck. And so I need to figure out something to post musically. And I don't exactly know what that is. I have like something that I sort of like, but then it's like, yeah, I'm pretty scared of like disappointing myself already. And I guess the whole thing is like anything I post will be fine. I just need to not choke. Just don't choke and not post anything because that's truly a nail in the coffin. But I just need to post something. Literally something. Like I'm making shit right now that's pretty good. It's not super polished. I don't really know where to take it. It's like 50 seconds. It's not even like a song, a traditional song, but it's like, or even a traditional beat, but it's like, that's something, and that fucking counts. And the other thing is like, what the fuck ever. Like, I was thinking today, like, my music, I am not the guy that bar for bar is the hardest or is the most lyrically talented. I'm not that guy. And I'm not the guy who's the most fucking technically good voice. I'm not that guy. And I understand that there are listeners who who just don't give a fuck about the beat and they just want to like hear words. They just want to like hear a story that resonates with them. Hear words they like to, say and sing and think too and tweet and whatever. And that's fucking awesome. That's not my forte. And I know that there are people who are like, I just want to listen to someone who is fucking really talented. I want to hear fucking Michael Bublé, Adele, Frank Sinatra, someone who has Aretha Franklin, just someone who has a voice that is just great. That there's the spectacle of that and just like the admiration of someone who's mastered their voice. That is not me. I am production guy. I am production guy. Everything, all the words that I do are supplementary. The real thing is the production. And so in saying that, it's like there are listeners for those types of artists, and I just need to recognize that there's listeners for what I'm making too, because I'm one of them. Because I'm the person who I just care about production. I care about production. I could give a fuck about lyrics. I love great lyrics, but I could really give a fuck about them if the beat is hot, to be honest. To be honest, if the beat is hot and if you ride it right, like, pause, I don't really give a fuck. I just really don't give a fuck about the lyrics or if your voice is auto-tuned to shit. If it fucking sounds good, that's awesome. That's my school of thought. I'm all about the overall song. The overall song. And so it's like, yeah, why am I scared that maybe this doesn't fucking fit into the category of a traditional song or a traditional beat? It's like I don't only listen to traditional songs and traditional beats. Like Some of my biggest inspirations, like fucking Jay Dilla and Madlib, they have 50-second songs that are just instrumentals or just loops. But guess what? It's hard as fuck, and I listen to it because I'm the type of listener that cares about production. And there's thousands of other people that listen to that because they're the type of listeners that care about production. Or at least maybe don't even care about it, but just like they just connect with it for maybe they don't even know why. So I just gotta trust that. Like, what the fuck? Because I'm over here beating myself up like, oh, I have this really hot beat, but like I don't know. Like, is it like I should make it longer so people will listen to it more? I need to like think of some lyrics. It's like, no, fuck you. Fuck you, I'm not doing that. I'll do that when I feel like it. Because sometimes it comes out. That shit does come out. I can do both of those things. I can do a good melody or sing well in certain ways, or I can write good lyrics, but I don't need to do that all the fucking time. And I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. I'm a hit maker. The fucking shit that I put out is going to be a hit. When I put my voice behind it, it's because it's supposed to be a hit. And because it's going to be a hit. Everything else is like, I don't know, whatever. That's its own thing. It's a little more niche. It's a little more niche micro celebrity shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. So if I change my perspective and think about like myself as an artist from that, then I'm like, oh, I'm Gucci. I made something hot that I like already. Whoa. Guess I just checked that box of shit that I need to post this month. Like, fuck, I figured it out. I'm the best. I figured that out like ASAP. I made a beat that I like that I 100% stand behind and sounds great and progressive from a production standpoint. Sorry it doesn't have lyrics. Sorry I'm not, lyrical. Sorry. Oops. Like, but that's not my main objective. My main objective isn't like when I fantasize about like the goals that I want to have, I don't give a fuck about being the best new artist. I don't give a fuck like those like I'm chasing different titles and different awards and different records than other people are. A lot of artists are in it for I want to have number 1. I want to be number 1. I want to be the number 1 artist, sell the most of all time. And that's cool. You can do that. That's not the fuck. I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck if I outsell Michael Jackson or SZA or Drake or have more plays than Drake. To be honest, I just do not give a fuck. That literally means it means something to me. It doesn't resonate with me. And yeah, I just have different goals. I just have different goals because I'm a different fucking artist. And it just is what it is. I don't need to be what I've seen in the past. I would be holding myself back if I was trying to put myself into these mold of these other artists and trying to walk directly in their footsteps. I don't want to walk in someone's footsteps like that. I want to fucking fly. I want to walk into someone's footstep and in many people's footsteps and follow that and then just fucking take off. That's what I want and build my own fucking path. That's what I want. And so it's going to look different. And guess what? It's going to sound different. But I believe that if I keep on doing this for the next like 5 years, something's going to hit. Oops, sorry. If I keep on making shit consistently, if I keep on podcasting consistently and journaling and checking in with myself consistently and practicing getting better as a writer and as an orator and as just like a human being expressing themselves, like through talking or through writing or through music, something's gonna fucking hit. Sorry. And maybe it's gonna hit in a way that I don't see or in a way that anyone's seen before. Like, I don't think I can see this shit coming. I think it's just gonna happen in a way that I've never seen before because I'm one of a kind, and so my story is going to continue being one of a kind. I already have a pretty fucking crazy story of just how I got here as a person and just my life in general. I think that's gonna continue. I think that's gonna continue, and I don't know. I don't really care. My goals are just I don't need to be adored and loved by anyone. I don't need to be I just want to make enough money so that I can support myself, support my girlfriend, and if we have a family, support them too, support my family that I already have. Um, I just want to be able to support myself and the people in my life, and to at the bare minimum, I want that, and then to just like have time to travel and have time to uh fucking try new things. That's kind of it. That's kind of like the only thing that I have a problem with. Like, I don't really, truly, I don't mind my day job. If I'm being honest, I just truly don't mind it. It's not that bad. Um, it doesn't give me enough money to be able to support the people I love in the way that I would like to. That sucks. And it takes too much time and energy, and it makes it more difficult for me to, focus on like just random interests that I have, just like, shit that I want to deep dive into that I just don't really have the time to be able to afford that. So like that's kind of my only goal, is to just like have enough, just like create a base, create some sort of system that works for me, that I can travel, have new experiences, take care of the people I love, and then like fucking learn, spend a lot of time learning math or like reading political science, or just doing some weird shit. I am not the guy that wants to be 100% music, only music. I'm not married to music. I'm not. I'm really good at it because I've put a lot of time into it, and it's the thing that I'm fastest at and best at articulating myself with, but like I'm not married to it. Like, it's not the only thing that interests me. I have a bunch of other interests, and I would love to master many other things in my lifetime. I just see music as the best shot I have of getting to those other things. And I think those other things will help me make better music. I do. I think that as long as I stay fresh mentally and keep on taking new information and listening to new stuff, I'm going to be making stuff that's relevant for the rest of my life. Maybe that's fucking crazy, but that's how I feel. I feel like I can be, yeah, doing that. I feel like I can do that. I don't know what the fuck else to say. I went over. I was only planning for going for like 30 minutes. I got moved by the spirit, guys. And yeah, I'm just ready. I'm just ready for this shit. And I'm going to try and be more grateful. And I'm so thankful for this outlet. And I know eventually people are going to go back and watch this. And I'm just thanking the people that are here listening and who are going back to watch this to get to know me better and to try and understand my art more. Because I know that I have a lot of shit to say. And I know that my shit is going to resonate with people in a way that others don't. No shade, but just facts. It's everyone resonates with everyone differently. So thankful to be here. Thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you. I love you. Bye.